Hi sophomores, welcome to week 6 of Multimedia Design and welcome to your first lesson on your new unit, Sound Design. So let's talk a little bit about sound design, and I want to emphasize design just before we even talk about what sound design as a whole is, just because you've already seen that word design. So you should be thinking back to the summer when we talked about design and what design entails. So when we think about design as a sound design as a whole, we're thinking about things as small as the way your keys jiggle, or the way your car door closes, or just a door, or just a mall when you step in. And it can be as big as your favorite song, your favorite soundtrack to a musical, or your favorite movie. So sound design as a whole is the study of how sound makes people feel. So we're talking about more than just what it was made for, so going into a deeper meaning. And there's people that actually work on this. There's people that look at designing music and sounds to make you feel a certain way, and they have a purpose. So that's kind of what we're going to be working on. So to give you a little preview of what this unit is going to look like as a whole, this unit's a little bit short, but packed with a lot of information, and I promise you'll be worth it. So throughout this whole unit, we'll be working to getting you to record your WIF poem, which is your final poem that you'll do, and you'll be using this poem again in the summer for video camp. So we just want to get you started a little bit early, and you'll be recording this project, and you'll be writing your poem, and at the end you're working with all of these different sounds to figure out how does that poem make you feel and your audience feel, and how it's going to play out in your video. So these are some of the things that we're going to cover. So we'll start with mastering this week, and then we'll cover engineering and mixing at cohort when I see you. So for mastering, you'll see that you'll have videos to watch and tutorials on this. And that ties into your project. So by Sunday, you will complete a mastering audio project. And in order to do this project, we've given you several resources. So you have 2 videos that you can watch. So one is how to master in a quick replay. So it's about 2 minutes, kind of quick and dirty on how to master. Or you can go and watch the longer content video on how to master. In this one, it's extremely important just because it'll give you all of the content that I want you to understand for this week, and you can also use it as a follow along. So you could have the video playing and audition playing at the same time, and you could be completing your project. So you will be done with your homework as soon as you're done watching the video. So make sure that when you're done with this project, you're submitting your files as an MP3. We're going to very much emphasize that we'll only be taking MP3 files. Also, by Sunday, you will do your week 6 quiz, and we're kind of shifting a little bit from how your quizzes were in graphic design. So these ones will be a lot more content focused. So there might be things about that I'm talking about in this video, or that we're talking about in the content video. And you'll notice in some of those content videos, you'll always see me introducing the video, but I've called on the help of several instructors to kind of help me figure out how to better teach you this unit. So they'll be doing some of those tutorials. And this week, you'll be seeing AJ doing your mastering tutorial. So let's walk through Canvas, and let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you're going to be doing. So when you go into Canvas, you'll see that your week 6 is released, and you'll see your video to watch, and then you'll have these 2 videos. So it's just like we talked about. So there's your mastering quick replay, which is pretty short. You can decide to watch this, and maybe you need more instruction, and you can go and watch the longer version. And there's a longer version of that video right there. You will also notice that there's unmastered audio for download, and this is what you're going to be using for your homework. So you'll download this, and your job is to master this song that was already created. Now here are the instructions for that project. You can kind of take the time to read them. I just want to point your attention to step 13. And step 13 says that after you choose that MP3 file that you're going to export as, you have to click change to set the quality to 320 kilobits per second. And that is the highest quality of MP3 that you want to get and that you're going to be able to get. And we want those high quality audios. After you complete this project and you submit it, you can go and take your week 6 quiz, and I'll give you a little preview of what it's going to look like. So I'll have 2 questions. So one of them says, please select all of the reasons audio needs to be mastered, and that will be covered in that content video about mastering. And then the second question is, tell us 2 or more ways in which you can imagine yourself using sound design skills in the future. So they're just important skills, and we just want to know how you think you're going to use them. And after you complete all of those things, you'll be done for the week. Are there any questions at this time? Yes.
So I'm really excited about this new unit, and just to be clear, if I just watch those videos and follow along, like pausing the video each step, I'd basically be done with my homework, and then I would just have to take that quiz?
Yep. So if you take the time to watch a longer video, which I highly recommend, you can definitely be done with your homework as soon as you're done watching the video, and then you just turn it in and take the quiz, and it'll be fresh in your mind because you've already seen the content. Yes.
So if I do the mastering videos and I want to do other stuff, or there's something that I don't understand, what are other resources I can use to find that info?
So if you remember from week 2, we talked about Lynda, and Lynda's a great resource that you have access to. So you can go and find tutorials on how to do this stuff. You could also go on YouTube. You could reach out to me, and I can certainly get other staff members that really love this stuff and know a lot more than I know about it, and they can be helping you throughout that process. So if there's no more questions at this time, that's it for this week, and see you next week.